5 at Ascot. It's Perth race number 9. It's over the 2,200 metres. Ian, staying race where a lot of these horses have gone head-to-head, but then we throw in the likes of a Scenic Lord, a Flying Force on the quick backup, and even Dana Breezer, who we know will enjoy the 2,200.
Yeah, really hard this race. I found it difficult. The 8, Dana Breezer, the money came for it last start, but couldn't really find its rhythm, whereas the 4 Magic Nino, no money at all, and got the job done by leading.
It was a bizarre race, this one, which Magic Nino won. Was forced to go forward through the early stages, and you thought that the horse would really struggle, but found another leg at the top of the straight and was able to win, and we're taking a look at that replay now.
They're at the top of the home straight. Magic Nino had led. Kansas got right out to the middle of the course though with its run. Kansas coming at Magic Nino, 200 left to go. It's Magic Nino from Kansas battling away, then Shoot for Glory. Blustery down the outside. Magic Nino holding on. Kansas coming again, but it's Magic Nino too good and under desperate riding won it.
Yeah, look, Magic Nino was luckless the start before, and I guess Peter Hall didn't want that to happen again, so he really was proactive with his galloper leading on it. Looked like it was going to lose at the top of the straight by multiple lengths and fought back and won. Really good performance, but that's Adam Durrant and stayers. Just don't bet against them because they are fit.
It certainly is. Well, what about another one of your stayers then? You've got Quite Regal now. Was beaten 2.5 lengths by Kansas, but William Pite takes the ride. The Winkers go on and drawn in barrier 1.
There's nothing special at all about this galloper, and it starts essentially favourite every time it goes around, but there's something different about this start. I think he's really starting to get that fitness into this galloper in particular, and with William Pike on board from an inside barrier, could be the day for Quite Regal.
You've continued to stand by this statement. You've continued to be right about Quite Regal. I may be throwing it up in the best bets later on, but I might be caught out. Who knows? What about some of the horses that the money came for last night? I speak of Scenic Lord, and you mentioned Dana Breezer as well, because they were backed significantly on course.
Scenic Lord's proven time and time again that it's just not up to that Saturday level. It has a poor record in the city, but it was pretty good on the line last start. That fitness is coming through. The 3 Flying Force was not allowed 1 inch of clear room, and that's why they backed it up, because this horse didn't even go around. I think its form lines are better than the others.
Okay, well, let's take a look at selections then, and I hope maybe I've caught this horse at the right time with number 5, Quite Regal on top. From number 8, Dana Breezer, number 2, Kansas, and number 6, Nuka Terendez.
I'm 3 Flying Force on top from number 1, Scenic Lord. The 5, Quite Regal, good chance from number 8, Dana Breezer.
Race number 6 is Perth race number 11 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,600 metres, and some excitement about this race because we've got some different form lines, but we've got some Saturday form lines. We've got Jetting to London, which put in a good performance in the Northern Cup as well, and then some Wednesday runners that are consistent.
This race is packed full of talent. There's one horse that you probably would leave out, the 12 Tuscan Rain, which routinely gets up to win at 200 to 1. So always have that in the back of your mind.
It's going to be an interesting race to analyse. The first replay that we'll take a look at, though, was Zoe Tomte. Carried the 58.5 last start, finished third, and we'll take a look at that performance now.
Off him. Abbey Bell Lane goes up, and then looking ahead, they're in the straight. Key to Fame quickly ranged up, put paid to Alvarez. Zoe Tomtea, it starts to run on Will, and then Carney, who'd travelled well back on the field, it gets into the clear to come after Key to Fame and Zoe Tomtea. It's Carney on the inside. Key to Fame. Carney got his head in front. Carney too good. Carney in the last beat. Key to Fame. Ocean Cracker.
Yep, another solid performance by Zoe Tomtea, just finding it hard to break through above 1,400 metres. Still hasn't won. She struggles carrying weight, but that was a really good performance last start.
Now, there's so many horses that I want to ask you about in this field, so you're going to need to be quick. Number 4, Excellent Leap. Disappointing last start, but we know its best can win this race.
Don't know what to do with it. It was especially poor last start, but much better than that.
Jetting to London, that Northern Cup form, held up reasonably with Young Lionel on the weekend.
Yeah, well, it beat Rebel Sun, of course, ran a good race on the weekend. Just my gut feel, inconsistency the problem.
Ocean Cracker, is it back in career best form?
I think it is, and Pike on board's a major positive.
Tales of Summer has roped me in again with that. It will lead. I know it's not going to be suited on conditions, but dropping back to the 16 I thought was a positive.
Major positive back to the 1,600 metres. It'll be hard to get past.
Belvedere Boy looks to be another horse that can run on and does perform well second up. I know it hasn't run in the top 3, but I didn't mind the run when it was second up last time.
Not yet.
Don't want it yet? Okay, Jaspara, just consistent.
That race was the wrong race. The field split up. I think you should put it in your top 4.
What about Abbey Bell Lane? The form lines have been good, hasn't had much luck.
Good thing.
Oh, you like
it's
this?
a good thing. Abbey Bell
All right,
Lane.
let's focus in on Abbey Bell Lane.
Yeah, I'm really keen. I think this will be winning. Last 2 starts, it was caught 3 wide, no cover, and the performance was super. That's at Saturday level. I think it can beat this field from barrier 3. Hard to beat. Putting number 4 excellently right in there as well. 9, Jaspara, and number 1, Vital Edition, no luck.
Okay, I'm going to be tipping number 7, Tales of Summer, from number 2, Zoe Tomtea, number 5, Jetting to London, and number 8, Belvedere Boy. Race number 7, it's Perth. Race number 13 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,200 metres, and this is a cracking field.
It really is. There's probably 4 horses at the top end, though, that are just really defined Saturday gallopers. So there's a few underneath them that certainly have their work cut out, but this is a really good race.
Well, the one thing we learned from the horse that we're going to watch a replay for, it's all well and good being a Saturday horse on paper. It doesn't always mean you're going to get the job done. And Immune to Judgment started about $60 on course, got backed into 20s and got the job done. We're taking a look at that replay now.
Gee, Mo It Me had made this big dash around them to go to the lead from Lord Apollo, Faint Dancer. Handyman, Red Publisher back towards the inside and Immune to Judgment running on. It's Mo It Me, the leader. Red Publisher's got the run to come through after it with Immune to Judgment deep out. Red Publisher, Mo It Me, Immune to Judgment deeper out. It's Immune to Judgment, though, with the head in front. Immune to Judgment scored. Immune to Judgment.
Yeah, I was having a good look at the form through Immune to Judgment last night, and I just think I got it really wrong. This horse's top-end form was solid, and I was confused by that last run I thought was plain, but it doesn't go well on rain-affected tracks, and I think Immune to Judgment is a genuine chance. The sectionals were strong.
Tell us about number 3, Lunar Eclipse. I remember you throwing it out a day at Price, and it came out and beat a horse called Secret Nova, which has some pretty good form lines around it. Obviously, it goes up in weights here, but it's classy.
Yeah, certainly is. Its top-end form lines are outstanding. Lunar Eclipse, drawn a bit awkwardly, will have to run home from back in the field, but I think it's capable.
Another one whose top-end form lines are very good is Our Finest Moment.
Yeah.
Jordan Turner takes a ride here, so 56 kilos.
Probably wouldn't have expected to see this horse back in a Wednesday because its form lines around Northridge and ahead of gallopers like that are super. This horse is the real deal.
There's 2 horses in this race that I reckon you and I have banged our head up against walls numerous times over. I speak of 7 Pretapatia and number 8 Paddy's Flat, now with Lou Luciani. What do we do with these 2 gallopers?
Pretapatia was super disappointing last start, but that form still remains behind My Sister Lil. Tonto was in that race, of course, won on Saturday. And the 8 Paddy's Flat, well, really, it's done nothing wrong aside from winning. Its form lines are outstanding to its last few performances and must be considered from a good barrier.
Well, let's take a look at the selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 3, Lunar Eclipse, from number 7, Pretapatia, number 8, Paddy's Flat, and number 4, Our Finest Moment.
I am the 4, Our Finest Moment on top from number 3, Lunar Eclipse, the 8, Paddy's Flat, and number 7, Pretapatia.
Race number 8, it's Perth. Race number 15 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,400 metres. And Ian, there was a horse you were very confident about last time, and it did not let you down on box seat.
Yeah, Liberty Rise was super, wasn't it? I didn't expect that good a performance. Saker was certainly hard to beat and was held up, so perhaps a little lucky that Liberty Rise got the job done, but it was a really good performance from back in the field.
Don't sell yourself short. It was a dominant performance, and we'll take a look at the victory now.
Enough down on the rail. Abbey Bell Lane, Warwick looking for the way through in the middle with Saker, and now Liberty Rise to the outside. Hensley the leader from Excellently. Chorus Boy, Saker's getting through, but Liberty Rise dashes up. Look at Liberty Rise go, sprint straight past them. Saker had run to second, but Liberty Rise too good. First up, a sharp win. Liberty Rise beat Saker.
I think what was made even better by Liberty Rise was the tempo was really slow in that race and picked them up comfortably. Really good effort. We'll have form lines through 2 horses early in the day, Excellently and Abbey Bell Lane, who I'm expecting both to go well, so Liberty Rise might have a bit more confidence coming to the last.
Concerns around the 58 kilos?
Not over concerns. There have been some performances around this similar weight, so I think it can do it.
Tell us about number 7, Lowlands Boy. Now, it beat Mystery Glove, Ben beat Upside Down Bob. The form lines, I mean, they're not massive, but the horse is winning, and now I think it's another positive going to the 1,400 metres.
I'm not too sure where this horse sits because that field was quite awful, to be honest. Let's face it, Wakaha Kid was backed into basically $10. And look, it had enough on the line. It was vulnerable there, just got the head down with a great ride. So form certainly questionable, but is winning. Number
10, Sheercat. I've got a lot of time for this horse. I'm really excited to see what it does this campaign. What are you expecting first up? It's won before first up?
Yeah, bar plate's off and there was no blinkers in the trial, which was a pretty average trial, but the horse normally trials poorly and then comes out and puts in a good performance. Top end ability is huge.
Number 12, Mudload, is a horse that's also hurt plenty of punters along the time, but thought the run was really good first up and it has produced second up before.
Yeah, super performance last start and certainly will appreciate the 1,400 metres here. Sean O'Donnell, who'll be well back, but look for this horse late.
Let's have a look at selections. I've been roped in. I'm tipping number 12, Mudload, on top. From number 5, Liberty Rise. Number 9, Fizima Wizza. And number 7, Lowlands Boy.
I'm the 5, Liberty Rise, on top from 12, Mudload, 10, Sheercat, and number 6, Handyman.
Well, that brings us to the end of another edition of Box Seat, so it's time now to take a look at the best bets. I'm going to be tipping race 4, number 12, Petite Charm, and race 5, number 5, Quite Regal.
I'm race 6, number 11, Abbey Bell Lane, on an each-way basis. In the final race of the day, number 5, Liberty Rise.
Ian, as we mentioned at the top of the show, this is a business end now for Perth Racing, so do visit the website perthracing.com.au. plenty of excitement coming up, plenty of great events to book in as well, and we'll be continuing going with Box Seat, hopefully finding a few more winners for the listeners. We look forward to being back again on Saturday.